All right, Shalom. I will give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to apostles of GMS, and a sincere Shalom to the brothers out there pushing this truth and sincerity. And I want to get into a small topic, basically going into prayer, because as we grow further into the spirit of these years passing by, seeing the downfall of this place, that it's exciting to see that these signs of prophecy are being pushed. But it's also a reminder that we need to stay faithful and prayerful in these times, because we're going to need the Lord even now, even before this, even before these events. Prayer is always key to keep us further into this truth, to keep us on a straight path. So I'm gonna just jump straight into the scripture before my phone starts acting funny. This is Ephesians 6:11. It says, "Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." And that's why that putting on the whole armor is making sure you're being a brother, doing what you're supposed to do, keep pushing this truth, keep doing that job. Number one, in prayer mostly. That's putting on the whole armor, putting on the whole armor of Yahweh, that we stay doing our prayers, so we can stay in this truth, so we don't stray off the course. Prayers is what's keeping us from making up different doctrines. It's keeping us from being a niggard. It's keeping us protected, because especially against the devils, Esau. You got these heathens. Especially you got our people that wants to attack us all the time, along with Esau. So prayers what helps get us out of a lot of those situations. If the Lord puts you in such a situation, it was probably for a good. It was more likely for a good reason, because the Lord does all things for a reason. It was probably to teach a good lesson, how to handle a situation better. And that's how we grow in this truth, is especially in when we go out on these hedges, that we end up learning a lot of things. We end up coming into the camp learning a lot of things, even at home on your daily lives. So prayer is always important, because even you may even get weak a little bit. I mean, I get weak a little bit. Sometimes I will admit I'm not afraid to admit that sometimes I slip up on prayers sometimes. But that's why brothers is always here to help me out, to keep me back on track, and ultimately it's the Lord that does the spirit. So I'm gonna get this other scripture right here. This is Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So even like it says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And because this earth is given into the hand of the wicked, there's multiple demons around. There's always a bunch of demons. You got demons even sitting sometimes inside your house or even outside your house, but the Lord got the angels protecting you. And when the Lord takes one angel away, when the Lord takes one angel away, that's a hole with demons coming into you, which means you can stray off a path a little bit, maybe not entirely, but it's like a opening, and that's where you got to start praying, because you don't know what's going to happen. You can start acting like a niggard all of a sudden, and brothers got to snap you back in shape, or you may be going weak, and brothers got to snap you back in shape. It's nothing wrong with a little help. That's why there's a body there. That's why you're in a camp. A camp ain't just one person. A camp is multiple people. Sure, you may have people going camping, like when you go camping for people that goes out in the woods, you may have one person there, here and there. But for the most part, when you hear camping, you hear multiple people usually. And that's why or even like boot camp as is for Esau. Boot camp is made up of multiple people, and they got to learn and adjust with each other. And it's the same way in this truth. We're in the Lord's boot camp, his army, his military, the Lord's military. It works the same way, and that's with going back into the scripture where it says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Like I was saying earlier, with the hand of the wicked, you got multiple demons everywhere, and it's always good to sometimes or even all the time examine yourself, to even question yourself, to make sure that you're making sure that you're doing the right thing as best as you can. To ask brothers that, hey, maybe I need to improve on something, or if I'm doing anything wrong, let me know. Because these are going to be things to make sure that you're staying on point. Because if you're not staying on point, the Lord can very well snatch you out of the truth. And that's a very terrible thought to even have. Because that's a scary thought. Because this truth is our salvation. The Lord is our salvation. What good are we if we not what good are we if we're not selling ourselves to the Lord? Because that's basically what we're doing. We're selling ourselves to the Lord. Just like you got Jake that sells themselves to Esau. But we're doing it righteously. Because we want a better lifestyle, but we can't do that without the Lord. In this society, the Lord can make it to where it's a little easier on you compared to what other people got to deal with. It becomes tolerable. So look at this last scripture right here. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:16. It says, "Rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of Yahweh, and Yahweh shall concerning you. Quench not the spirit, despise not prophesying. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Abstain from all appearance of evil." And so, I should have stopped at 17, but I wanted to go further because this is all key relevance. To pray without ceasing. We always gotta keep praying. Like I said earlier, you might get a little weak. We're in the flesh. There will be times where you may not pray, but that's why the body's there. Or you might just get a click in your mind and say, "Oh, I gotta pray because I didn't pray this time." That's why it says pray without ceasing. Because we always we want to make sure that we're safe from the hands of this devil. And that's why we give thanks unto Yahweh for making all things possible for us to be out there on the hedges doing his work, to keeping us safe from anything that could happen. You could be in a car accident, could fall down the stairs. The Lord's protecting you from anything. He protect you from a door, goddammit. This is all important. It says, "Quench not the spirit, despise not prophesying." That also means don't get bored of being out there. Find something that keeps you going. Find something that motivates you in this truth. That makes you want to keep going out there to prophesy, or even prophesy. Because that's why we use the internet. Even when we do our videos, that's a form of prophesying. Because we're out there trying to wake up the elect. And waking up the elect, it's a good thing because that's another soul that's not under the witchcraft of the devil. That's not following the same philosophies as these people, as our people out here. That's why we abstain from all appearance of evil. We are renewing our minds, as Romans 12:2 go into. Be not conformed to this world, but with the renewing of your mind. We shut away that old man, the old appearance of ourselves, and became a better person. That's how you know that we that you feel that you're on the right track, because this is all important. Being in this truth has always felt good. So you may sometimes feel a little sluggish, but you gotta pick yourself up by praying. But that's pretty much all I wanted to go into, because I felt like that should have been said. I mean, that because a lot of brothers do it, but especially in this time of year where things are about to get worse, and we know it's going to get worse every year, that prayers is the number one key thing in this thing. So hopefully this was edifying. With that, shalom.